feel it's something wrong. I look at the sky whenever I feel it's something wrong. I look at the sky whenever I feel it's something wrong. I look at the sky whenever I feel it's something wrong.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to part 2 of the Liminal Dreams, the Poolrooms. I'm sorry I'm getting to this a little bit late. I usually have like a daily upload, kind of schedule going on. But I did have a reason for it, and that is just simply school and life and so on and so forth. But let's get all of that out of the way and let us explore even more of this amazing world. So, without wasting any more time, let's cut the camera and get that POV view rolling. So, here we are, and from what it seems like, get OBS out of the way, we are in a very sterile, I don't know what to describe it. All this seems very clinical, and everything's so clean that I almost get the feeling of uncomfortability, and that is not a nice feeling to have as we traverse down this dark corridor and into what seems like the past steam rooms we were in part 1, but that's not what we want to do. We want to find more interesting parts to this journey that we've taken. And overall, I don't know. I feel like the light blue is contrasting with just the fact that you almost get this sour taste in your mouth that you shouldn't have put it in the first place. And I guess, if anything, a lot of roads lead back to previous spots we were at, but I don't know. I'm almost getting the unnerving feeling that if, for whatever reason, something does not want me here, and likelihood it will find a way to flush itself out like some bad bacteria almost. But here we are traversing through more tunnels, and that is a weird feeling on the eyes. Oh, Jesus. Everything's contrasting to light to dark, light to dark. And I don't know. It mesmerizes me almost. Like I'm traversing through different star systems, and I'm getting to see all the night sky, but also just space in a whole, and seeing all those stars shine bright, as it were. Now we can either continue straight or continue to the right. And I like to be a little bit more adventurous. So let us go down into whatever this may take us. Oh, I see. Well, this is interesting. We are back in these dark corridors. Alright, let me get back to that spot where we were at, and I shall see you guys up there. That is so interesting. that it would bring me back here. And here we are again. And I do have to say that I find it still so mesmerizing. Oh, that almost like penetrated my eye socket, and I'm hearing a waterfall. What is that? I'm hearing rushing water, and I want to find it. Where is that coming from? Only one way to find out. Unless... Oh, I see. Look at that. It's even more of public pool swimming area. Even more public swimming pool areas from what it seems like. And I don't know. I feel like there's much more to it. I need to go back because I want to find that waterfall from what it seems like. Because either it leads me to this way, or we're just gonna keep traversing down and seeing what the rest of this world has to show us. Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's just this water in particular. Interesting. It's all empty, but yet there's an umbrella with a chair up there, which is very uncanny. I don't know. It doesn't seem right. But here we have a hot tub, but with a doorway to greet us. It's interesting. Interesting. Let us see what's up here. Ah, this leads us back upwards. Okay. Okay. See, all roads lead back to home. This may be a little bit of a short video from what I'm expecting, but I like to keep my expectations high because it just doesn't mean that this is practically the end of what this place has to offer, because we have not been down here. And we are still discovering new planes of reality that are able to excite us. Unless... no. That is the end. Well... look at it this way. I can share with you my final thoughts of how a world like this made me feel, and more overall, just how much there is that we were able to explore together. And I would like to hear some of your comments as well on how something like this would make you feel like, because I think generally speaking, there is so much creativity. A lot of it can be either based on just feeling, emotion, or overall, a lot of it can be based on how you look at this logically and how you would perceive it, and more overall, just how something like that can play on the own mental psyche as a whole. For me personally, I felt every single emotion under the sun. I felt unnerving energy. I felt happiness. I felt sweet sensations. I felt as if I can be welcomed home because of the fact that I've had different places and different homes that I've stepped into that felt like that before. It's a warm, tingling sensation that you can rest and you can be free to do whatever you want. And I think that alone really brings home the idea that liminality is very familiar. And that familiarity plays into your mind on how you perceive things in your life, but how you perceive things in the environments that you're coaxed into, or just more or less invited into. And I think this world does it all. This world is simply just so amazing. I can't even begin to imagine what it's like for some other people that liminality can be a scary place. And I know most people play into that horror of just wanting this to be more of a backroom situation, and I necessarily don't care for that type of vibe, and I've made it clear in the past couple of videos that I don't care for that. That's not an emotion that I chase after. But this, as I am, drawing it out for you or making your mind race on what is exactly that feeling and what this looks like to you, it's much more than that. It's so much more than that. And you know what? For me personally, I think what really ties it all home is the fact that we can share in this vibe together. And that is such a thing to cherish. In a time and place in the world that just simply feels like either we're merely lost or we aren't whole. And if I can provide that home to y'all, that is great. I've done my job. I've done what I've set out to do. And I hope, deep down, wherever you're at, you can find peace and solace as we take more interesting deep dives into these worlds that invite us into their homes and see what they have to offer us as welcoming guests. But with that out of the way, I think that is the end of this video. And I really did enjoy this part 2, even if it was short. I still got a lot of thoughts, I still got a lot of emotions out of the way. And that's what I like to do. I like to yap and ramble as I sit, and I think that overall it just ties a special dot for me and wraps it up in a nice gift, and I can give it to y'all. Maybe I'm sounding a little crazy. Maybe I am. Actually, no, yeah. I'm a little crazy. But without that, I don't think I could actually be true to myself if I was just playing an act, But I will see you guys in the next video. And it should be a hefty one, because I'm still trying to find stories and stories to read to y'all. And then after that, I will be more in VR. So look forward to that. But also, if you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to like and subscribe as well. But I'll see you guys next time. Mwah.